Now I will show you the steps to set limits, and not just you setting limits alone, but you understanding needs. When I started learning AutoCAD, I don't really know in depth, or I don't really know much about this. I just try to memorize the way people set limits, but it's good that you understand how this works. Okay, now let's start. I will come here to this bar. I will type limits in this bar. I will type limits, LI. Now you see that it has already popped up limits here. You can see I will click on limits. Now let me show you something. You can see from here that we have limit specify lower left corner, or on and off. That is specify lower left corner. You can see 0,0. Now what is lower left corner in in AutoCAD or in limits like this? Now while drawing your graph, if you are plotting a graph on your graph sheet, you can see that the way this interface looks like, this environment is like your it looks like your graph. Okay, now while plotting a graph, you will notice that this point is at the point. Take this point to be the point at which the y-axis and the x-axis meet. So that is, here is your y-axis, and here is your x-axis. Okay, now this point where they meet is refers to as origin in plotting a graph. So in AutoCAD here, we call it what? Lower left corner. Okay, you can see that it is at 0,0. So we click on enter. That is, the lower left corner should be on 0,0. Okay, so click on enter. It will now show upper right corner. You can see another one is specify upper right corner. Now what is upper right corner? Upper right corner is just like the end here, or here. You understand? That is, from here to here is the upper right corner, and also from here to here is the upper right corner. So if you can see that is on 12,9. That is, the first one here is the x-axis, and why the second one here is the y-axis, in a normal graph. Okay, so that is, from here to here now happens to be 12, which is the x-axis, and from here to here happens to be 9. But if you don't want it like that, you can decide to choose your own limit. You can choose anyone. You can say, okay, I want to set my own to 120, 90. So you see that I've already typed 120,90. So you just type enter. You can see that it has already showed 120,90. So you can choose the limit you want. Why do we do this thing is that, now I'm just using this one to describe how it works for you. You see this environment you're really looking at, this environment, it has no end. It is endless. Don't think that it ended there. It does not end there. All this environment does not end. Still went in like this and like this. You can't get the end. And even like this, let me show you a proof for you to know that you can actually get the end. It is endless. Come to this line, this command line. You can see this command line here. Pick on the command line, click on it. Now it's showing that specify a point. You can pick on any point in the environment. Let's assume I pick this point. Now I want to go to the right like this. I want to move to the right. Now I want to type. You see there is a space here that's showing 11, 10, this thing. That is, if I'm typing, it will be displaying there. Okay, so as I type 500 here, and I click enter, you can see that it's went straight. Can you see the ending of the line? No. So even though if you type 1,005, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, anything, it will still go like that. You can't see the ending of this line. Why? For you to know that your AutoCAD is endless, environment is endless. So that is one of the reasons why you set limits. Please take note of that. That is one of the reasons why you do what? You set limits for your for your environment. The limit will be invisible when you set it, but AutoCAD will definitely stick to that unit you set it. But you may not see it. Okay, please take note of that. Okay, so that is one of the reasons we set limit. Now I will give you a task. Do me a favor, drop it in the comments. I've already made mention of 2 reasons why we set limits. One, I said to define a clean drawing area. That is, it's just like you set a limit. You're basically saying this is the size of my drawing space. Okay. And another reason is that to keep the drawing organized and well scaled properly. Okay, that is well scaled. So tell me your own reason. Another reason why we set limits in the comments. And if you have any questions, drop it in the comments. And consider to like this video, subscribe, share, and God bless you. Thank you.